My God, I needed that today. You know when you're so tired, you feel like you've got a hangover? I went along to watch Insidious Out of the Further, which was very good, I have to say. I thought then, I was like, oh God, was it as shit as the other ones? But not 1 and 2. So, right, basically, 1 and 2, Insidious, were perfect. Oh my God, they were the first of their kind. Like, they were so jump scary. I lapped them up. They were deliciously, like, terrifying and sinister. The concept of the further, right, I'll start this reaction by just hamming that up. Sorry. You're all right. Sorry. Right, so, Insidious 1 put the shitters up me big time. I was on the edge of my seat. I was thrilled. I was engrossed. I was terrified. It was great. When I say the first of its kind, probably not, because there are more jump scare films out there, and there have been throughout the centuries. Well, decades. I was a fan, basically. Rose Byrne and Patrick Wilson were a really strong cast. Of course, equally strong was Lynn Shay, who makes a return in Out of the Further. I was so grateful, so grateful. Thank you for coming back, Lynn Shay. Because, side note, she has to be one of the original fucking Scream queens, not Jamie Lee Curtis or whoever else is in a horror film. Lynn Shay she's just perfect. Right, there's a lot to say about this. Where do I start? Right, okay. So, yeah. She's back as like the matriarch of the fucking horror world. She's just as precious. She's like a national treasure. She's like the Julie Walters of the horror franchise. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, love that, and it's so nice. The continuation of Elise. In 1 and 2, I really appreciated the whole the sort of protective aspect of her character. So Rose and Patrick, who played the Lamberts, I think they were called. She was their guide with the lantern, obviously, everything about her. She was just so like sort of petite and frail, but incredibly fucking strong inside. Do you know what I mean? She was bolshy. And another side note, I thought she was dead, so I wondered why she returned for this film. Oh, I obviously forgot that bit. She did die. Do you remember if you've seen one of the previous films, I think it's number 2, where she sat in the armchair and she's like, mouth a bit wider, but she gets strangled, I think, doesn't she? By the man who plays the bride, is it? I'm gonna have to rewatch these. Anyway, Insidious 1 and 2, it's like our world with the lights turned off. The fact that someone can hop between worlds, and the effects, the visuals were stunning. Like the misty floors, and the absolute pitch black, and just like the singular frame of a house. It was just so stark and basic, but purely, like, it was epic, basically. So, 1 and 2, I really like those. The jump scares in 1 and 2, oh my God, I'd never seen anything like it before, I don't think. Do you remember Redface? He's back. I won't say any more. If you're a fan of the franchise, fuck me, he is back. Not for long, but yeah, okay? So you're gonna love this one for that. Redface and someone else who's back in Out of the Further. She's just spectacular because she's like is it the housewife or a daughter? There's a family in a lounge and she's holding a shotgun. So she basically shoots all the family, and I can only describe her as this. Mouth a bit wider, very like jokery, really long eyelashes, juicy red lips. She's got like the makeup is brilliant. Her sort of traditional, almost Victorian dress. Yeah, anyway, the shotgun woman is back, and in Insidious 1 and 2, those are the ones that stand out for me. Redface, when he appears behind one of the characters, it just scared the fucking crap out of me. Woman with a shotgun, obviously. The man who plays the bride. There is such an array of characters. It's deliciously satisfying in a completely, a theatrical sense. So, yeah. The first 2, excellent. The runners-up, so was it something about a key? The lost key? The last key? Something with a key? It was shit, from what I recall. And the one where the lead character, Quinn, who's got a leg in plaster, they were just a real letdown. So I didn't have high hopes for this one. This one, it was very watchable, actually. I found myself really engrossed. So the whole story of Gemma and her daughter, basically, she loses her mum at the beginning, and she, as an adult, she's a dentist. Side note, love that streak, because I love a trip to the dentist. That might sound weird, but I just do. You've got to look after your oral, haven't you? In every sense. Not that there's a lot going on at the moment, but still, she's a dentist, so I like that twist to it. And oh my God, the scene with the man with 2 sets of teeth was fucking mortifying. I've just given away a large part of that plot from you're talking about the beginning of the film, but yeah, I won't give away a hell of a lot more. But she's got this gift. She's a carrier. So she's not just a traveller, she's a carrier, and she brings sorry, love. She brings people from the further back to the real world. So it's a nice little twist on the story. And when she does bring them back, all the shit hits the fan basically towards the end of the film. So there's this whole thing of she's got to get these people, like the dead people, back. There's 3 acolytes who are sedating themselves in order to help her not help her, even help themselves between the real world and the further. It's like a tornado of twisted shit. It really is. But yeah, the acolytes put themselves under. They're helping this. God, it's like a Marvel character of the further. He's like this nemesis that's trying to get back to the real world, and Gemma's like the she's like conduit. She's basically trying to get him back, but he's trying to claw his way to the real way. It's kind of like a fight between the two. The whole lot. The story is it's simple. It runs so the film. So right, I'm going into snowballing into positives here, even though it's not as good as 1 and 2. But yeah, the story, the scene transitions, the cinematography are brilliant. It's everything you want and expect from an Insidious film. So, there's like the pitch black, again, the smoky floors and stunning effects. And Lin Shaye, what can I say? I normally get a bit bored when a movie hits like its, 4th, 5th installment? But I was watching all the way through. I was really captivated by the story. So yeah, great. Okay, right. So you've got me faffing on there about 1 and 2. I can't say enough about 1 and 2 that we're doing just. I can't. They are just superb. The following 2 were shit. This one was very good, very good. But I want to. Okay, right. Fuck this. I want to shine the spotlight on the backing cast. Right. Firstly, the main cast, the guy who looks strangely like Dave Franco, the lead woman's boyfriend in the film, he's a copper, and I swear he's related to a Franco, or the Francos. Right, have to give her a massive shout out, because her name is Lindsay Same, and she played a young Elise back in, I think it was Insidious 2. I remember, so if you, another side note, I love these side quips. If you look up my website, rickysfilmreviews.com, it's... Sorry. Everyone has to keep going around. Right. Okay. rickysfilmreviews.com, and you scroll right the way back to like 20... Because the first Insidious was 2010, I think. 2012, 2013. The second one, when it was out the cinema, all I could do was bang on about her. She was just the perfect casting as a young Elise. Lindsay Same. It's really weird. I'm a stickler for that. In a movie, when a character, or an actor even, is playing a younger version of a character, they have to look exactly the same. I mean, there's going to be casting directors and shit out there who are like, oh, well, they don't have to look exactly the same. Do you know what I mean? They just play... Yes, they do. They really fucking do. And if it's a biopic, even more. Because, it's the example I always use is Meryl Streep as Margaret Thatcher. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. In The Iron Lady. Just, oh my God, chef's fucking kiss or what? I've got nothing to say about that because I'm speechless every time I even think about Meryl as Margaret. So, Lindsay plays a young Lynn Shay in the second film, and I was gobsmacked. She's got like the same like mint green jumper, like sort of, she's younger but she's like still sort of frail. And they did a really good job of dubbing Lynn Shay's voice over Lindsay Same's voice, and it was just divine. It was perfect casting. So see if you can see, if you're about to, like, you know, if you've noticed Out the Furthers out in cinemas now and you want to have a look at number 1 and 2, I was going to say, see if you can see what I mean. You will see what I mean. It was almost like sinister how her facial features are almost exactly the same as Lynn Shay's. So right, so shout out for Lindsay, whoop whoop. Next up, so like I say, in Insidious Out the Further, yes, the main cast are effective, but no, for me, it's that lot that back them up. The woman with the baby, the teenage boy, the decrepit, grotesque old man, people. Oh God, middle-aged man with he's got a dentist thing in his mouth. Fuck me, it's like a circus, and it's the irony of it being like a freak show showcase. It's perfect, basically. The backing cast, they're just so talented, and how they're made up. So, you know, like I say, the prosthetics and the makeup, how they're oozing pus. The woman in the Victorian dress holding the shotgun with the manic smile. They are just, my God. They are caricatures like never before. And I don't think I've seen a film in years, other than the Final Destination films, where like the lead characters are actually like, in the Final Destination movies. That's one of my main takeaways of that whole franchise is each person, each actor has really distinguishing facial features. But yeah, this, like Insidious, it's all about the backing talent. Truly, they're brilliant. The physical sort of aspect, so like the dramatics, the wide-eyed, massive grins, or even horrific facial expressions. The makeup, how they're dribbling and oozing. Sorry, I can't. If I had to write an essay on the backing cast of Insidious Out the Further, I couldn't. I cannot put into enough words how brilliant they are, and they are just as effective as the main cast. But do you know what I've realised is these people, they might appear in the ending credits, I don't know. Oh, P.S. stick around at the end, because there is an ending scene. It's a bit naff, but there is another one. Like the cinema screen had emptied, and I was walking down the stairs because I went to clear my coffee cup and shit up. I'm very tired in the cinema. Very tired. I don't leave popcorn all over the floor like other messy bastards. So yeah, I was clearing up and then walked down the stairs, and is it the dentist? It's a dentistry scene. That's it. So yeah, stick around. But yeah, whether or not they're credited, they need to get some sort of recognition, because you've never seen these people before, and you'll probably never see them again. They're not Margot Robbie. They're not Tom Hardy. They're not like really extremely, in some cases, some celebs, overrated, popular, like exquisite sort of red carpet. They're just normal extras and backing, but they are just perfect. So yes, all right, they are incredible, and when they start coming through, it's a delicious concoction. It's like an absolute, it's a shit show towards the end, actually, because all the dead start bleeding through to the real world, and they're in the house, and there's just such a vast array of them, of different ages, different sizes. It's like, it really is like an absolute fucking shit show circus. Excuse my language. Like I said, I'm very tired. God, I tell you what, I was in London because I was went down to London for work yesterday, and I was up at. My alarm went off at 3:55 in the morning, pissing with rain, call an Uber, get to Leeds, 5:30 train, whizzing around London all day, in and out of the office, on the underground. It was boiling hot. It's boiling. Stupidly, I took my winter jacket, which is too heavy to get. Well, it's not too heavy. I mean, I'd certainly get a fucking bicep workout. But yeah, it was so heavy. I put it on the underground. Oh my God, I was fucking soaked. So if anything, I'm dehydrated and extremely tired. But yeah, it's great. A trip to London. Just take a thin jacket. So, have I summed it up enough for you? I hope so. In actual fact, I've actually summed up the other films, haven't I? Oops. Oopsie. But, Insidious 1 and 2, just perfect, unique, like bizarrely terrifying stories that Lynn Shay is at the helm of, and has always been at the helm of. She is pivotal to the whole like continuation of these films. I'm so glad to see her back. So yeah, they will always be in my top 10 of all time horror films. Love them. Yeah, it's a whole different world. It's a parallel world like nothing else. And it's the jump scares. Now, that's those. Following two was shit. This one, there's not enough jump scares. So I've waffled for way too long about all sorts of crap. I was going to say the jump scares are not as many as I was expecting, unfortunately. So the main negatives of Out of the Further are the, it took a lot, basically, to put the shitters up me this time round. Although I was engrossed in the story, I wasn't edged enough. Wrong word. I wasn't on the edge of my seat enough. I wasn't. Yeah, just wasn't shitted up. Jump scares, no, not enough. Anything else? It was just a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Although the visuals and the cinematography were perfect, it's sort of. I was intrigued, but it just sort of flowed all on one level. So, yeah, all I can talk about is the backing cast. That's it for me. Yeah. Right. I think that was enough. Anything else about? No. Just so good. Do you know what? There was a scene towards the end of the film where I almost started crying because Lynn, I can't explain enough without giving it away. Elise really comes in handy at the end of the film, basically, and I started tearing up the way she smiles at the camera, and that's one thing I wanted to point out. Does she ever age? Lynn Shay. I mean, she's older now. If you remember, A Nightmare on Elm Street. If you've ever seen A Nightmare on Elm Street, the very first one, she's Nancy's school teacher. So when Nancy is freaking out in the class and sort of up against the wall, flailing about and shit, she's the school teacher who calms her down. She's very young there, but she looks in this film exactly the same as she does in Insidious 1 and 2. She's just brilliant. Yeah. So they've clearly kept her in the fridge. But she delivers the goods. She's brilliant, and I'm so glad. I don't think this would have worked without her. So yeah, right. I hit 18 minutes, and I think that's enough. Right, Insidious. Yeah, Out the Further. It was worth it. It was worth a watch. I would say watch it in absolute pitch black, dark of night, because a lot of the scenes are very dark, and you won't get the full effect. You need to absorb the richness of the creepy atmosphere, and the sinister vibes. But excellent. Yeah, that was so good. I can't believe Redface, Shotgun Woman, and the Bride. It was just, and they look, unless they're played by different casts, they look exactly the same as well. So yeah, edge of my seat? No. Shitted up? Sort of, but bowled over by the talent of the backing cast. So yeah, it's worth a watch if you love the previous films. But yeah, I think they need to leave it here. It's like the Purge films. It's a bit strange, that Purge. The Purge films. It's like that. They just go on. It's like Fast and Furious. Do you know what I mean? When is it going to officially be final? But yeah, that's ironic, actually. In The Purge, what one is it? The first Purge, where they're actually first testing it. There's two old ladies pushing the shopping trolleys through. There's like this sort of punk music or whatever it is going off in the background, and they're like howling with laughter, cackling. You know, they look grotesque, really unique, like facial features and expressions. Again, complete randoms. It's the complete randoms that make these films, and I can praise them no more. They carry this film more than the main cast themselves. So yeah, right, that's it. This is one of the longest reactions I've ever done, probably. So yeah, I need to get off here and stop banging on about Backup Circus Cast. Right, that's it for me. So I'm trying not to catch. So that's it. Yeah, Lin Shaye. Wow, thank you for coming back. Will the films come back though? Probably.